welcome back to English with Lucy. Today I'm going to talk to you about 7 idioms that you can use to politely tell somebody that they are an idiot. So in simple terms, idioms for describing stupidity. We Brits like to beat around the bush to avoid talking about something unpleasant or uncomfortable. Many of us live in constant fear of offending people. However, that does not mean that we won't throw in an under-the-table insult disguised as a seemingly harmless idiomatic phrase when we think that you're being a total buffoon. So today I'm going to teach you 7 ways to tell someone that they are a total idiot without seeming too offensive. Quickly, before we get started, this video is going to help your speaking, your listening, your reading and your writing. It's going to help everything. But if you're really keen on improving your vocabulary, listening and pronunciation even further, I highly recommend Audible. They are offering you 1 free audiobook, and there is arguably nothing better than reading a book and listening to how the words are pronounced at the same time for your pronunciation and your listening skills. I highly recommend listening to some British audiobooks. Click on the link in the description box to start your 30-day free trial and receive your free audiobook credit. I've also put some recommendations for books with British readers. Right, let's get on with this stupid lesson. Number 1, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. If somebody is not the sharpest tool in the shed, they're a little bit stupid. They're not the cleverest person. It could have been said about me actually. When I was invited on a YouTube trip to Berlin the other day, we were in a lovely posh hotel and I noticed that my hairdryer wasn't working. So I called up room service and I said, "Please can I have a new hairdryer?" They immediately came up and gave me a new one. I plugged the new one in. That one wasn't working either, so I called up room service and said, "Look, don't know what's wrong with your hairdryers here, but it's not working and I am really sopping wet." So they brought up a third one. And at that point they realised that I hadn't put the key card in the door, so none of the electricity was working, including the lights, at night time. Not the sharpest tool in the shed. Number 2, she's 1 sandwich short of a picnic. This means that somebody is not quite of full intelligence. It could have been used to describe me actually. When I invited a plumber over to fit in a dishwasher, he texted me beforehand to ask for some photos and he asked me if there was a trap under my sink. So I open the sink and I look inside and to my amazement there is a mouse trap with a lovely bright logo saying the words "The Big Cheese" on it. And I remember thinking to myself, how did he know that? But anyway, I thought whatever, took a picture, sent it to the plumber and he just came back with like a million laughing faces and he said, "No, Lucy, the trap that I'm asking about is a type of pipe, a water pipe. Can I have a picture of that, please?" So yes, I can sometimes be 1 sandwich short of a picnic. Also, I think in America they might say 1 French fry short of a Happy Meal or 1 fry short of a Happy Meal. That's a McDonald's reference. If there are any Americans watching this, please comment down below and confirm that to me. Number 3 means almost exactly the same as the previous one. It is to not be the full ticket. If somebody isn't the full ticket, it means they're not clinically sane. So be careful when using it and make sure that you don't offend anyone. It could have been used to describe me actually. I think my mother thought that I wasn't the full ticket. On one holiday at my grandparents' holiday home in Portugal, I walked through the mosquito nets on the door no less than 3 times, and they had to put up special stickers for me, which remain there to this day. So there are special stickers for Lucy because she's not clever enough to just use a mosquito net properly. So yes, not the full ticket. Number 4, there's not much between the ears. And if you say that there's not much between the ears, it means that somebody hasn't got much of a brain. This could have been said about me actually when I was forced to go to a week-long violin camp. Violin camp. On day 2, I couldn't go on any longer. I had to leave. So I devised a plan. I would gently maim or injure myself. But how would I do it? The bathroom door was particularly aggressive, swinging both ways at a 180-degree angle. I planned to gently catch my finger in that door, exaggerate the pain, so I was no longer able to play my violin and therefore be sent home. As I got my finger ready near the door, somebody else needed the loo and they came through and they injured my finger so badly that I had to go to hospital, and to this day I have a messed up fingernail that it's just not right. So yes, not much in between the ears. Number 5, the light is on, but nobody's home. This means they look normal, but really they're very stupid. This could have been said about me actually, when aged 9 and showing off in front of a group of younger children, jumped off the top of a wooden castle in a playground, got the back of my jumper stuck on one of the spikes and was left there dangling until one of those annoying little children ran to call my dad. Oh, it was so embarrassing and so stupid. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Number 6, it's a saying. Someone's village is missing their idiot. And this one comes from the term the village idiot, which is used to describe someone known locally for their stupidity. Could have been used to describe me actually. 2 days after passing my driving test, I went into a nearby city to buy my beloved new shiny orange Mini Cooper. And when I drove out of the dealership for the very first time, after just 100 metres, I stalled at a roundabout, put the gear stick into reverse and shot back at full force into the car behind me, obliterating his license plate. It was dreadful. The police came. I had to be escorted away. But luckily, my mother was 2 cars behind me because, oh my God, if she'd have been in that car behind me, there would have been trouble. So yes, on that day, the village was missing their idiot. The idiot being me. Number 7, the last idiom to describe stupidity is as thick as a plank. And if you are as thick as a plank, you're really stupid. This could have been used to describe me actually, when on the school bus, aged about 12 to 13, I found a mobile phone. And I opened the mobile phone and I found some very inappropriate images of the owner of the phone, images and videos, shall we say. It was a man. I'd never seen anything like that before. So I did what any schoolgirl would do, and I took the videos and I sent them directly from the phone to my best friend, Felicity. It was a hilarious joke. I went into school and I acted like I knew nothing to Felicity. She was really scared. Brilliant, I thought. My cheeky prank has worked. She then told me that she'd gone to the headmistress of the school and the school had called the police and they were on their way in to interview everyone. I knew what I had to do. I ran in my little tartan kilt to the headmistress and said, no, it was me. I then had to spend the rest of the day with the police explaining what I'd done, why I'd done it, and having them explain to me why it was so awful. All the while I was begging them not to tell my parents, and in the end they didn't, which I really appreciated, and I actually told my parents about it on my 21st birthday dinner. But yeah, I thought it was going to be hilarious, but the police just didn't have any sort of sense of humour. Right, that's it for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Please, if you now doubt my intelligence, you can unsubscribe. You really are welcome to. I would. And I invite you to comment below with any embarrassing situations that have happened to you or any other idioms that you know of that mean stupid in English. You can also let me know about idioms in your own language and translate them into English, because some of them are so funny. I mean, a sandwich short of a picnic, that particularly tickles me. Don't forget to check out audible.com. The link is in the description box, and you can connect with me on all of my social media. I've got my Facebook, I've got my Instagram, and I've got my Twitter. And I will see you soon for another lesson. Mwah! Today, it is very hot, very, very hot. I'm dying. Oh my God. We're in a lovely posh hotel, and I called up Rune. Why am I saying Rune? Oh, RuneScape. We're in a lovely posh hotel and I called up RuneScape. No, that is so funny. Okay, there are special stickers for Lucy because she... You can say hello to the English for Lucy fans.
To the heroes.
Will says hi.